A speedy welcome to Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. It's so amazing to have you guys join us this beautiful afternoon. Of course, my name is Onose. I'm not alone here. I'm here with
Dishon Edison.
All right, Dishon, how are you?
I'm good.
Nice to have you on here.
Always.
Today on Speedy Talk, we would be talking about young adult independence. That's our discourse for today, and I want you guys to really engage in this segment because it has a lot packed up for you listening. In case you're just joining, it's Speedy Talk moment and it's Asking Radio 98.5, and our discourse this moment is young adult independence. Talking about young adult independence, we understand that there are times in our life as kids we really wanted to grow up so fast. I don't know if that's so with you.
Yeah, really,
Edison.
really. Growing is a vital, aspect of life that everybody, young adults, really wants to.
All right. Okay, yeah, growing up is a vital part, like you said, and there's one thing: once you're grown, you wish you were a kid.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's happened to you.
Yeah, it really happens because sometimes you sit yourself down and begin to reason. How I wish I'm a small baby, I'm a small boy, that I can operate well. Seeing other, sometimes you see some little boys, playing or singing or dancing, jumping here and there. You just think, how I wish I'm like that.
All right, it's Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, Makudi, and the discourse is young adult independence, and it's Speedy Talk. In this segment, we're asking you to call in on 0808 4275 464 and tell us what you think about the young adult independence. Growing up as a child, we clamor to be adults so fast. We want to do things that older people do. We want to, we want to live independently. We want to exercise our own self-will and all of that. And all of a sudden, we grow up so fast and we are trying to take responsibilities for a lot of things, and we just can't wait. We just wish we were kids again. We just wish we had a moment to be kids once again, but it's not possible because we're already an adult.
Oh, yes.
I don't know if that resonates with you.
Yeah, actually, sometimes, being an adult, there are some, circumstances where you will see, a young one will just come, rush to you and say, please, uncle, do this for me, do that, and if you are unable to do, you will begin to feel like, since I failed to do this, how I wish I'm also a kid, because there are a lot of responsibility, attached to you being an adult.
All right, that's true. It's Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, Makudi, and catch us if you can. And we are actually talking about young adult independence on Speedy Talk today. Of course, my name, like I said earlier, is Onose. I'm not here alone. I'm here with my amazing colleague,
Dishon Edison.
So call us on 0808 4275 464, 0808 4275 464, and tell us what you, give us your contribution about the young adult independence, right? We understand there are times where growing up as a child, we really want to grow so fast. We want to be, let me use in quote, brother and sister. And now we are all grown and we just wish there is a moment we could really be kids again.
Oh, yes.
For you, Edison, I don't know, what are the things that actually made you think you could be a kid? If you had the chance of being a kid, the young adult independence stuff for you.
Yeah, actually, for me, I would say that, most of the times, if you, let's say me and you, we go out there to, present like a paper somewhere in a given gathering. If there's a small boy there who was given the opportunity to present something, they will value his more than yours because you're already an adult. So they prefer to listen or to hear from a young one because, it's more of educating, or it's more of inspiring to see a small boy or a small girl, presenting something.
Oh, wow. Well, for me, there are a lot of things that actually revolves around my concept of wanting to be a child once again, because I remember back then when I was small, I had my limits to things that I could take responsibility for. They are quite limited. So I didn't have to worry about what to eat. I didn't have to worry about going to cook food. I believe at the age of 6, 7, 8, 9, I didn't have to worry about having to cook. Even though I should be learning from mommy, following mommy to the kitchen and all of that, I always know that food will always be available. But it's not like that for me now. I can't I can't call mommy and say, hey mommy, you need to give me food.
That sound funny.
Yes, I'm an adult and they have to, back then they actually always take responsibility for my feeding. I don't have to worry about that. But now it's nothing near that. And the number to call is 0808 42 75 464, 0808 42 75 464. In case you're just joining, it's Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and it's Speedy Talk Movement, and we're talking about the young adult independence. I'm Elo Onose, and my colleague is here,
Dishon Edison.
And so far, we'll be talking about the issue of young adults independent situation that actually affects us. When we are kids, we just can't wait to be adults, and now that we are adults, we really wish we are like kids once again because of the situation, the responsibility that has hit us up over time. To call us, the number is 0808 42 75 464, 0808 42 75 464. That's the number to call. And so far, Edison, you talked about giving opportunity as a young person. It's actually different.
Yeah, really, because most of the times people prefer to give the young ones chance to present something, even a paper, like the way they are even doing the Quran citation, Bible memory verses and a lot of things like that. You see, when the older one is doing, people will tend to kind of divert their attention from. But if is a little one presenting or reciting, you'll see all the attention will be, they'll be given full attention. So at that, sometimes I'll just begin to think, despite that I have a little knowledge on one or two things, but I can be recognized like the way the little ones will. Yeah,
that was actually deep. All right, in case you're just joining, we are still on the discourse young adult independence, and this is, let's actually digress and break it down for those that are still trying to get the concept of the discourse. If you were once a child and you were clamoring to be an adult, and now that you're adult, you just want to be a child once more because of certain situation. We don't know why, but you can tell us. The number to call is 0808 42 75 464. Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. What's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Timothy. I'm calling behind the gate production, new to road.
All right, Mr. Timothy. Nice to have you join us.
Thank you very much.
All right.
For me, I think of becoming a child because of the responsibilities in the home, in the house. Even though I'm not married to have children, but when you are becoming mature, all the responsibilities, the younger ones, they will be looking after you. Even the old ones, they will be looking after you. That this is what they need, this is what they want. That they should be providing it for them. Like me, I'm the younger one, the last born in the family. But when the elder ones they call, say this is what I need. This is what I want. Help me with this. So it's not. I feel like becoming a child.
Okay, because of the responsibilities, right?
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Timothy, for joining on the show today. Do have a lovely afternoon.
Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Yeah, you too.
I like the program.
Thank you so much. You're still on to Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Catch us if you can. Of course, we've been having a discourse on young adults independence, the concept that, when enables you to actually want to become a child again after growing up to be an adult. Yeah. And this was you actually crying, actually wishing to be an adult some years back, and now you're all grown. You're taking charge of certain responsibility of your life, and you just can't wait to be. You just wish you were a child. And let's digress back to what Mr. Timothy has said. He said, sometimes younger ones, they tend to call you to, seek stuff. They want you to do stuff for them. And sometimes even when you don't have the capacity to do it, you have to just look for means to. You have to make sure you get. Yeah. I mean, so because of that responsibility, whether you're expecting it or not, you have to take responsibility for younger ones around you, maybe as a parent, maybe as older ones, or all of that. You have to take responsibility. And that's true, because I can actually relate. I don't know about you. Yeah, that one, it's for sure. It's certain, because most of the times I could remember back then, while I was coming up, there's something I did. I normally used to see how, the elderly ones do carry babies. Some of them, somebody would just come and say, Daddy, I need this, I need that. Most of the times I was okay, since somebody like this is behaving this way, why can't I look for a baby myself? Sometimes I would just go and look for all these moods, clay, just to design something like a baby, get hold of it and say I'm the father, stuffs like that. Yeah. Right, quite funny. I mean, some childhood experiences are really, really when you think about it, you just smile and wish you could have those moments. And you said something earlier before we go into that. In case you're just joining, it's Speedy Talk, and our discourse at the moment is young adults independence, and the concept whereby you as a child, you just can't wait to be an adult, and now that you're an adult, you wish you could have a moment being a child again, which is very, very impossible. I mean, there are a lot of things that revolves around that. Why do you wish to be a child again if you have a minute to be a child once again? And why were you wishing to be an adult back then? You can call in on 0828 4275 464, 0828 4275 464 to give your contribution about this discourse, because I believe it actually relates to everyone. It's something that everyone can actually relate with. So the number to call again is 0828 4275 464. It's Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. Catch us if you can. I'm Elo Onose, and Dishon Edison is on here, and we are giving you the Speedy Talk moment of your life. Call us on 0828 4275 464, 0828 4275 464, and tell us what you think about the young adult independence. One time you were a young person, you were a kid, and there's this common statement we normally make: I can't wait to be an adult. I just can't wait to grow up. Yeah, really. And now you're grown. You're all grown up. I don't want to use the word. You're learning how to buy bag of water or crate of drinking water for yourself, because you now live alone. You're living life alone. You're trying to make ends meet. You're trying to make a meaning for your life outside those benefits you used to have when you were back home, or maybe back with your parents or guardian. Now you're alone. You take responsibilities for certain things about you. For me, I have responsibilities that I take care of. I do have too. I have so many responsibilities. So, do you have one responsibility that you're taking care of now that you wish you were back home? You were like a child that has been taken care of.
Yeah, you see, right now I'm a man of my own. I do things my own way. Sometimes, I make my own decisions now, because before everything is, kind of 90% controlled by my parents. They decide for me what to do. They guide me. They, give me directives on what to do. But right now, I think I would say 90% now I'm the one controlling myself, because if I accept to go bad, I'm gonna be the one to cry. So I think at this point in time, all responsibilities, I am the one doing it for myself, from the feeding, clothes, any other thing, shelter, everything.
All right, I have a question for you, but before we delve into that question, in case you're just joining, I don't want to believe you're just joining, but the number to call is 0828 427 5464. Young adult independence, that's our focus for today. You were once a child and you just can't wait to be an adult. Now that you're an adult, you're wishing you were a child. Why? Why is that so? Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Timothy once again.
All right, Mr. Timothy, welcome back.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'm forgetting another point, that when maybe some people in the family, maybe other ones are going, let's assume that they are dying, then it's becoming like maybe you will be the leader in the family. It makes you think so much that, why I wish I could have become a child.
Oh my God!
The leader, the head of the family. So yes,
especially especially when you are the oldest person amongst your siblings, right?
Yes, like you are going to decide that you will become the head of the family.
I understand.
Other ones have gone, they are going, like dying. Then you are becoming
the head.
This step to be the leader.
That's true.
It's a heavy load. I respect and I wish people who are head in the family, I respect them. I was a child, I don't know that it's something heavy load, but now I discover.
Wow.
I used to bow down for them so much. I humble myself to them. If I go to the village, the younger ones who don't know anything are shouting with their elders. I say, wow, these children, they don't know anything.
Because you've had an experience.
Yeah,
they don't fear God. People of this age, you are shouting at them.
All right, thank you so much.
Another big thing here. Thanks.
All right, thank you so much for calling back. That's Mr. Timothy. I mean, what he's saying is actually true. If you've not been an adult, I mean, you haven't really have to fit in the place of adulthood where you have to take responsibility for younger ones. You won't really understand the concept of this young adult independence thing, right?
Yeah.
Like he said, if you are to take the place of maybe when parents they pass on, you're not the oldest person, the oldest sibling. You have to fit in to guide your younger ones, your younger sibling, and all of that. All the responsibilities they're on you because your younger siblings, they are looking up to you to take charge. So at that moment, like you said, you would be wishing you were not the oldest sibling, right?
Yeah, sometimes somebody might be the eldest, but there's something that I also want you to understand. There are quite some time that you will see somebody in the family is the head of the family, who I can say is the old days in the family, but yet he is not financially buoyant to control the affairs or the activities within that family hold. So now there are some people too that God can bless them who happen to be younger ones to he that's supposed to head the family. So such people turn to be the head of the family instead of the elder one. So at that point I would say that aspect is a little bit a kind of complicated when it comes to
So it's not only about age that actually makes you take responsibility as an adult. So there are different aspects. Well, it has been an amazing time on here. It's Speedy Talk, and we've actually been talking about young adult independence right here on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makurdi. Of course, catch us if you can. I'm Elo Onose, and of course
Dishon Edison
has been on here with us. And for those of you that have joined on Facebook, I want to say thank you. And for those of you that join off Facebook and also to those that called in, I want to say a very big thank you to you for joining this segment. Till we'll come your way again next time. Don't touch the die. It's Asking Radio 98.5 Makurdi. Bye for now.
Hello, Makurdi. Asking Radio is here. Tell everyone you know.